This video has been designed as an introduction to yoga. You can use it to gain knowledge of a comprehensive number of yoga postures. Watch the video through its entire length before your first practice. Then take a few days to get used to the details of the individual postures. As you watch the tape, try and take note of the 7 major points of the body: the shoulders, elbows and wrists, the hips, knees and ankles, and the neck. Try to copy what you see as exactly as you can. If any one of these 7 points is misaligned, it will affect all of the others, but if you bring them all into alignment, you'll be very relaxed. We begin with standing meditation. Place your feet apart, elevate your spine, relax your shoulders, close your eyes, and allow your mind to clear. Stand in silence for a little while. Now open your eyes. Press your hands just behind your back, drawing the shoulder blades closer together to stretch the top of the chest. Lift the chin slightly and bring the weight into the balls of the feet without lifting the heels. Now take your mind to your breath. Instead of breathing in the top third of your lungs as we normally do, imagine you can take your breath all the way down into your stomach. As you breathe in, expand your stomach slowly. You should keep your mind on your breath in the same way in all of the following exercises. Now relax out. Take a deep breath into the stomach. Drop your head down the front of your body with your knees still bent. Roll down eventually to hang from the hips. Exhale quite forcefully as you do this. This will help to push the toxins from your lungs. When you're hanging completely, make sure that you're looking back behind you rather than down at the floor. Now begin to slowly roll back up again. Make sure that your head comes up last of all. Now roll your elbows forwards, slightly pushing out your back. Open your arms to either side of your body with your hands facing the ceiling and allow their weight to naturally stretch the top of your chest. You can either leave your head looking forwards and slightly up, or let your head fall back fully on your shoulders. If you do this, you should make sure that you curve the lower back inwards, otherwise you'll feel like you're falling over backwards. Slowly relax out of the posture. Place your right elbow on your right hip and take your left hand behind your head, tucking your left elbow back behind you. Tip over sideways without curling inwards and turn your head to profile, looking down your fingers towards your foot. Slowly change to the other side. And relax. Step your left foot behind you, making sure that your right foot is pointing absolutely straight forwards. Bring the weight into the front leg, being careful not to overextend the front knee, and take the hands into the shape of a diamond. Place the diamond directly above your head and either remain looking forwards or let your head fall back on your shoulders to look straight up through the diamond. Relax out and slowly and carefully change to the other leg. Relax the arms down and step forwards. Link your hands together in front of you. Make sure that your hands are no higher than the level of your shoulders. Softly expand the muscles in your upper back as you lengthen your arms. Now release your hands. You can either sit straight down in plain crossed legs or control the descent through a slow squat, keeping your back as straight as you can. Now we're going to look at 3 alternative bridge positions. Try the ones on the right first as they're a little easier. Lay back, hold both ankles, pull your feet in as close to either side of you as you can get, press your feet flat into the floor and push your hips up into the air as you push the weight back into your shoulders. Keep your hips higher than your stomach, and as you breathe, expand your stomach above your hips. If you want to isolate the work more in the lower back, take your hands into your lower back and press into the tips of the toes. If you're in the advanced wheel position shown on the left and it becomes strenuous, you can rest down to an easier position at any time. We'll look at the details of this posture in a little while. Slowly rest down and sit forwards to cross legs. Once you've sat up fully, elevate your spine and then take your left hand to your right knee, take your right hand behind you. Without leaning back, look over your shoulder to twist the spine. Change to the other side. Relax out and look forwards. You can now either lay on your back with your legs together and in the air, or you can go up into a shoulder stand. The first time you try the shoulder stand, I suggest you take your hands into your lower back to provide support. You can do the next set of exercises either on your back or seated. It's strongly recommended that you try the seated ones first to gain the strength to go on your back in the future. Now either sit up with your legs together and take your hands behind your back, or let your toes come over to touch the floor behind your head if you remain on your back. If you try this, you must ensure that your feet touch the floor. If you leave them suspended in the air, you're in danger of damaging your lower back. Now draw your knees into your shoulders. If you're on your back, circle your hands around and hold your feet. If you're seated, hug your knees in closely to your chest. Extend the legs straight and together. If you're seated, don't reach for your feet with straight arms, otherwise this will bring tension into your shoulders. Instead of that, relax your elbows downwards. Lean forwards from the hips instead of leaning forwards from the chest. Now split the legs as wide apart as they can comfortably go. Place the palms of your hands on the floor if you're seated and draw your elbows closer to the floor. If you're still on your back, either hold the ankles or, if you prefer, the feet. Now relax out to lie on your back. Circle your arms up above your head and link your fingers together. Push the palms of your hands away from you and take your right foot over the other side of your left knee with the sole of the foot flat on the floor. Turn your head to look through your right arm to twist the spine. Now change legs and turn the head to look in the other direction. Now relax the leg and the arms down. We're going to go into the bridge positions again, so you can either repeat the easy bridge or the raised bridge, or you can attempt the advanced wheel. For the advanced wheel, pull the feet in as before and take your hands underneath your shoulders with your fingers facing your feet. Press through the arms to push yourself up into the position. Relax down and sit up. Place the soles of your feet exactly together and pull your heels in towards your groin. Let your forehead come as close to your toes as it can. Instead of holding the feet, which will encourage tension in the back, lay the palms of your hands on the floor and bring your elbows a little closer to the floor in front of your ankles. Now get your legs behind you until you're on all fours facing forwards. In this breathing exercise, we move the back as we breathe. As you breathe in, drop your stomach down and lift up your chin. As you breathe out, come up into the fingertips and press your shoulders up towards the ceiling. Every time you breathe in, drop the stomach down and lift the chin. Every time that you breathe out, drop the head to look back behind you and raise the shoulders. On your next outward breath, press your toes into the mat and straighten your legs behind you. Push your head back towards your knees, keeping it on the inside of your arms. After a full breath, press your heels down towards the floor, but don't press any weight back into your heels. Now you can either drop your knees to lay flat on your front, or you can glide down into the position of the cobra. Your hands just underneath your chest, pressing backwards rather than pushing up. Try not to push your shoulders up to your ears. Now relax down. Push back to sit on your feet, but leave your arms stretched out in front of you. Once you've sat back fully, creep your fingers forwards to stretch your back. Now sit up and come up into the knees with the knees apart, the feet facing back behind you. You can either take your hands into your lower back and let your head fall back to look at the ceiling, or you can take your hands down to your feet, letting your head fall back to look behind you. If you prefer, you can remain looking forwards. Slowly and carefully relax out. Come down to lay flat on your front, propped up in your elbows with your forearms parallel in front of you. Lift your chin and look up through your eyebrows. If you wish to, you can raise your feet in the air, bringing them towards the back of your head. If you prefer, you can take your hands back to hold your feet and raise the legs and the arms in the bow. Release and relax back into a cat stretch. Now sit up to meditation. You can either kneel or you can go into cross legs. If you prefer, you can go into the lotus position. You can have your hands in any position that you've been shown to meditate in before. Alternatively, try placing one hand palm up on the other with your thumbs touching at the tips in a straight line. Close your eyes. Again, Elevate the spine, relax your breathing, and allow your mind to clear. Seven Stars Internal Arts also teaches Tai Chi Chuan. We find this to be the perfect complement to yoga. Details of all of our classes can be found on our website at 7stars.freeserve.co.uk.